Welcome to the narrowboat that James built. Hope you're well, thanks for joining me. This weekend is going to be a first for me on this boat, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's been long overdue, and it's going to make this boat feel like home for me. And that is, I've got the twins, my 12-year-olds, boy and girl, Arthur and Florence, coming to stay with me for the weekend, which, as I said, I'm really looking forward to. It means I've got to kind of get the boat as shipshape as I can for it to be as enjoyable for them as they can be. I think most of these living quarters are done, to be honest, to the point where they'll be happy, they'll think it's comfortable and nice to be in. The thing I need to sort out is the midships cabin in there. Their beds, the bunk beds, don't have any mattresses on them yet, so they have been ordered. They're coming today, so yeah, that's going to complete that room basically. I think I've got the duvets in from Sloe Patrol. I've got to double check all of that stuff, but it'd be really exciting to put the bunk beds to the test. I don't know who's going to take what one, which one of the twins is going to have the upper bunk, but I haven't got a ladder, so I'm hoping it's Arthur, because I think he might be easier to get up than Florrie, but we'll see. But yeah, this is going to be a really good weekend. We've got great weather, and yeah, we're in a good location here by the pub. Actually, the pub is where I'm getting my mattresses delivered, so I'm checking out the Yodel app to make sure that the guy doesn't deliver it to the pub, because I just put narrowboat outside pub as the delivery address. So I'm going to check the app and keep my eyes peeled. I'm in the pub car park trying to intercept the delivery driver, because the delivery address is the pub and they're not going to appreciate 2 mattresses. Oh, I thought that was him. No, not yet. It's him, I'm guessing. Looks like a Yodel van. That was him. This doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel like I've got 2 single mattresses, both of 12 centimetres thick. But they can kind of tightly roll these things. I've seen them. So I'll get it onto the boat and see what's what. Okie dokie. I've got the bunk beds set up so I can put them straight on, and these I've ordered with something called stockinette on it, and I think I've just cut through the actual stockinette. That's clever. I'll be a bit more careful now. So I'm thinking these will basically have a covering over the foam. I'll still need to put a sheet on it, but oh no, I didn't. I think I just, we'll see. I think I may have done. Right. Okay, there's the bottom one, which is the slightly wider one. And then the slightly narrower top one. Okay, let's do this. Okay, that one's in. Okay. So that's excellent. Yeah, this is nice. I'll clad the inside of that wall with leatherette. Top of that one's fine. I think he'll probably sleep with this. Well, I presume Arthur's going to sleep on the top bunk. So yeah, he'll be there. I did have a piece of wood which basically clamped in between there and kind of came up yay high and then clamped in there. But I've used it for something else, so I'm just going to have to tell Arthur not to roll out tonight. Actually, sod it, I'll just use an acro prop. That'll save him. This is quite spacious on the bottom bunk. It's quite a nice little space in here. There's a few bits I've got to dust before the twins come and stay tomorrow, but yeah, this is a nice little space. The problem I have a feeling I'm going to encounter this weekend is whoever sleeps on the top bunk, I haven't made them a ladder yet, so I'm either going to have to lift them in, which I can do, or I guess he could climb up there, couldn't he? That might work. He could put his foot, yeah, on there and up there, I guess. Hoik himself in. I mean, it's pretty stable. That's not going anywhere. So yeah, this is nice. But with that leather on the inside, this feels well luxurious. I went to the very popular bedclothes retailer, Tesco. So they had quite a decent selection, but I ended up getting 2 blue duvet sets, even though most of the people that will be occupying the space are girls. But these seemed quite nice, and they matched the leather, and I think it goes quite nicely against the wood. I didn't want anything with patterns in it. So I'm hoping the kids will be alright, not having like superheroes on their duvets, or what's her name, Elsa and Anna from Frozen. But I didn't really want to have all that. I've got that on my duvet set, haven't I? So I just wanted some plain sets for the midships cabin. So yeah, the fitted sheets are on, and it's looking a little bit more kind of cosy in there now with some duvets. The duvet's quite chunky on the upper bunk. Arthur's going to have to kind of drape it over him or something, I don't know, or hang it out the window. But yeah, it's looking good in there. I'm picking up the twins soon. One thing I want to do, probably whilst they're on board, sort out all the windows, clean them all. Certainly the one in the midships cabin up here, it's filthy. I can't really see any of it though now, the bunk bed's up, but that's really cool. If I knew how to, when I was at school, we did combined cadet force and went to an army camp, and they showed us how to make a bed, and I didn't really pay that much attention. It shows. Look, in my defence, there's no room for the duvets to overhang, so they are going to be a bit like that. I might fold it back on itself and try to make it look presentable, because it looks like there's someone sleeping in them both at the moment. But that's a nice little spot. He's going to like it up there. Yeah, lovely. I'll let you into a secret. I slept in that last night. Not in the duvet, I just slept on the lower bunk. And it was well cosy. And I didn't bang my head when I got up this morning. Happy days.
Oh.
Can you get in easily?
Yeah, I don't really trust it.
Oh no!
Yeah.
What do you mean you don't trust it?
No,
It's fine.
It's so comfortable.
Oh,
What if I roll
I
off
can't
and
sit up properly.
I die?
I can't fully sit up.
Oh.
Yeah, of course you can.
Well, lie down. See if you're comfy.
Oh.
Okay.
It's comfy, I'll give it that.
Good.
Oh.
Excellent. That works perfectly.
I'm going on the bottom.
I need to sit up.
No, you can't, 'cause it's all bolted in place, so it won't move.
Flo, I'm going on the bottom though.
Okay. Wait, I want to see how it is on the top though.
What do you think to the leather on the inside of here?
Yeah,
Luxurious, huh?
I quite like this.
Good.
I could get used to this.
Happy days. Oh, that's good that it takes both of you. Oh, that's cute. I could sleep down there. I could rent out the front room. Well, this isn't technically a first for me, but it's something I haven't done in quite a long time. And taking advantage of this beautiful weather, I'm moving the boat. We've got to go down the Marsworth flight, which is only a couple of miles, but it's 7 locks. But we get ourselves down to the reservoirs, which will be beautiful. I haven't driven Sarah on her own for ages. I've done it once or twice, but for the last year, I've had Sloe Patrol kind of dragging alongside her. So it's going to be really fun to experience what she's like on her own. We've had the engine service, so well, Rob and I kind of did a few bits and pieces on the engine, did filters, changed the oil, tightened everything down. And so yeah, hopefully she's in good shape, and once Rob has finished filling up with water, we're going to make our way down. The twins are on board, being well occupied. Arthur's playing GTA 5 on the Xbox, which is a really good addition to the boat actually. I'm well glad I've got that. I'm playing it quite a bit as well. I've got an F1 game which is quite addictive, even though I don't really like F1. And Florrie is on the upper bunk reading, being a good girl that she is, and they're hopefully going to help us down through the lock. So when Rob's ready, we'll get going. Oh, this is lovely. This is very peaceful and enjoyable. I miss the old thumping of the old Lister, I've got to say, although kind of. And if anyone else does, John from North Kilworth Wharf, I'm sure old timers of the channel will fondly remember him. He kindly took a video of Sean bringing Sloe Patrol into North Kilworth Wharf a couple of days ago. So he made it unscathed, which is excellent news. Well done, Sean. And for you guys, here's the video that John sent me.
So I've got very, very fond memories of great times with James, and I've always had a soft spot for this boat. It's a bit like when your child returns. So here she comes, favourite son of the wharf. So I better go back, go down and help fend him off. Just let her drift in now, Sean. Perfect. Welcome home, Sloe Patrol. You've looked after her well, James. I'm just doing a video for James, Sean. Wait till it gets close and I'll grab a line.
Right, got to the top of the first lock. Didn't Sloe look lovely coming in? I'm sure she's going to get a bit of blacking done when she's at North Kilworth. But it's so nice to have Sloe Patrol, to know that Sloe Patrol is back with John. That is, because if anyone knows how to take care of boats, it's those guys. So, yeah, I'm well chuffed about that. Here comes Rob. You'd have seen a time, old timers of the channel, when Arthur couldn't do a lock gate, but now at the age of 12 he will be able to. And here we are approaching the reservoirs. Oh, look at this, this is just glorious. This is the lock I took Sloe Patrol in for the very last time of taking her out. Oh, this is just perfection. You okay, Flo? Good girl. You could have them. We've got a good system here. So Rob's daughter sets the lock up and my son Arthur closes the gates when we're done. Good little tag team we've got going on here down this flight. Just one lock left. can tell the kids have come to stay. The boat is completely full of snacks. Okay, here we go, last lock, and there's plenty of space for us by the barbecue picnicky spot underneath the tree by the reservoir. Happy days. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but it's like looking through the windows now. Obviously I've got the twins on board, so it's a little bit messy in the galley, but seeing all the cupboards complete makes it look kind of quite complete. One thing I can see that I need to definitely do from the outside is the fireplace. That looks very building sitey, but the rest of it is all looking quite good from the window looking in. Arthur is a whiz on the Rubik's Cube. He can do it in like 12 seconds. They're watching Mr. Beast. Yeah, this is looking quite nice now from the outside of the boat. Our first night on board went very well. I've got slightly better at making the beds now, but Florrie slept on the upper bunk and she enjoyed it. And no one fell out, no one injured themselves, beds didn't collapse, so I'll put that down as a success. Marsworth really is a beautiful location along the canal. There's so much to do for the kids as well. It's always sad saying goodbye to the twins after having them on board for the weekend, but what weekend it was. We had such a great time. They loved this boat and I was so relieved at their reaction when they walked in. They haven't seen it looking like this at all, so they were just, yeah, they were kind of blown away with it, which is exactly the kind of reaction I not just wanted them to have, but I needed them to have. I needed this to be a place that they kind of wanted to be, as opposed to, well, this is where Dad lives, so you've got to go there for the weekend. And they were really comfortable. And this is the first time since I've moved out of a house that I was able to have my kids over for the weekend and have a bed for myself. So instead of like compromising, sleeping in the dinette in Sloe Patrol, or even indeed on the floor, this was just really, really pleasant for us all. So it bodes really well for the future. There are plans, I've got good plans for this boat for the future, not just finishing it in terms of its renovation, but this boat needs to serve me and serve my family, and I've got a plan that it might just do that. So more of that to follow. In the meantime, I do have to finish it. I've got obviously loads of stuff to do. Most of it now, to be honest, is just cosmetic. And speaking of that, we've now got about 10 days of wall-to-wall sunshine, and I am really thinking this is going to be the time to sort out the exterior of this boat and get painting. I think I've come up with my colour choices for the boat, or my colour schemes, and yeah, I think this is going to be as good a time as any. I'm not going to be able to afford to put it into a paint shed or anything like that. I'm just going to do it on the cut. The condition of the steel is great. I mean, the outside bit of paint does need to be obviously sanded off and made as good as it can be, but unlike Sloe Patrol, where the steel work was, well, it was what it was, this should be really good. So I do need to get a really decent paint job on it to elevate this boat to the level that it needs to be, and I want it to look just the bee's knees on the outside. So that is going to be my plan. And talking about money, I do have a couple of thanks. So Jez, thank you so much. He bought me some coffees, which is something I haven't looked at for ages, but I got a notification a couple of days ago saying that Jez is watching these some of my conversion videos on Sloe Patrol and on this, and for some bizarre reason I'm giving him some inspiration. So Jez, I hope it's working out for you, and thank you for the coffees, and thank you very much also to Mr. Ingram that put some money in my PayPal. That's all very useful. I tell you what, your money went on, Mr. Ingram. some of this, which is my sapele to go alongside. Whoa. It's going to be all the trim to go along there and to go around the hatches and the windows and stuff. All of this needs to be sanded and stained with the walnut stain, so I've got quite a lot of that to do. But yeah, thank you very much for you guys for contributing. Thank you to everyone else for watching this video and all the other ones. Have a great weekend. Until next time, take care. Bye bye.